question I want to ask you guys is just to clear some misconceptions and stuff. So it's a two-part question. How much do you think you study during the week, during the school year, and during exams?
So I think it depends if we have a test, like credit test or some small tests during the lesson, because I don't know, it's hard question because I can't say if, for example, I'm studying 24 hours, it's not true, definitely, but if I have like a very important test, I'm studying like 3 days before, for example, all day, all night, so I'm sleeping like 3-4 hours and I'm studying to pass this easily, and it's hard to say how many, like, I don't know. I only study before tests.
Okay.
And if something is important for me, I of course repeat, but mainly before some tests.
So you're not the type to study every day. It's just maybe, let's say if there's a big test, like a week before, you start amping it up.
Yeah, or sometimes I repeat things that I have learned because it's, you know, easily to forget, but you have spent so much time for studying it. So it's better for you to remember those things because of course you will be a doctor, so you need to know all the things you have learned, especially from anatomy, from physiology, so it's better to remind yourself this what you have learned.
And now with no coup, the two-part question about studying. So like how much you study during the school year and how much do you study during the exams?
Okay. Well, I'd say, like, first of all, I'm still perfecting my technique, which I think is something that's happened, like, now in third year. But I do believe from first to second to third, like, my rhythm and my technique has improved. So I put in my own personal judgment of myself.
Yes.
So I am still trying to work on that. But I would say definitely during the semester, the desire to study there is always there, but it also depends on your schedule, because sometimes you may start at 7:45 and end at 6, just for example. Then you might get, realistically, if you choose you want to cook dinner or something, you might just get 1 or 2 hours in and then sleep. But like Ilona said, when there's tests, it all amps up a bit. So when there's tests during the semester, then yeah, you know, and we know a few weeks in advance, so it's quite a good thing in theory. That's when during exams, I'm pretty much like Ilona, like just focus on this one thing. Like you have this is the target, it's this. This is the target, it's this, and that I think is. But that at the same time, some people work differently. Like I know some people, I've been told by some people that you should study like each subject, for example, 1 hour a day. And I've tried that, but it hasn't yet worked for me because I'm very much like, for the next 3 days, I'm going to do biochemistry, and then for the next 3 days, I'm going to do this, like in blocks. That's the way it works for me. But some people go 1 hour a day, one subject. But also when if you get into something, you're not really going to want to stop after 1 hour. But at the end of the day, I do think it's all personal. That's the hardest part. I think literally that is the hardest part of medicine, is finding your own personal study groove. And also, one of the things about studying is I would definitely say, major advice to students is never listen. Don't take what people say with a pinch of salt, because you'll always be that person who says, I did not study a thing. Nothing, guys. We're going in there with zero knowledge together. We're all going to fail this. And that person's just constantly passing. But the truth is, they studied. I'm pretty sure they studied. So there's always people who lie about that. And part of it is to get ahead, because I mean, if I can spend all day with you guys and pretend that we're not going to study together, then like make sure you guys go home, say good night, and I stay up all night studying, then I feel better about myself when I compare myself to you tomorrow at the test. So it's just what I'm trying to say is that take it with a pinch of salt. Some people say they study 24/7. They maybe don't, probably don't. Some people say I didn't study at all. Probably not true either. But like each person has their own individual like groove, and that is literally the trickiest part. But once you get it, you get it.